Hello and welcome, one and all, to Club 4, Episode 4 of Doleboy with Ashman. How exciting. Got a confession straight off the bat. I was meant to come back for the Tottenham game, but due to the fact I get my pauses muddled up, I actually didn't record the game and I recorded me playing the middle bit, and I had 7 minutes of me scratching my head and looking confused. So I know it's much the same as what you'd see normally in the game, but you didn't actually have any footage. I'll scoot down to the corner and I'll show you why that isn't an issue. It was a terrible game. You've missed out on literally nothing. But what we have had since the last game, obviously you know that we lost 4-0 to Man U. We beat Burnley 5-0. We've played Lille in our first game, which finished 1-1. As you know, Tottenham was 0-0. Have already played the second game to Lille, but you're going to see that in a minute. And then we'll come back for the game in 2 days against Fulham. So what I'll do, I'll scoot over now and I'll pass it to Pastash, who's going to take you through the Lille game. He may reference the Tottenham game, but you're not going to see it. There's nothing to see, so don't be worried about it. But just before we get into the game against Lille and the one that I'm going to be taking you for against Fulham, if you can give me a like, subscribe, flick the bell, any sort of feedback would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, without further ado, we'll get into that Lille game. A few changes, as expected, for the Arsenal and Lille game. We're Arsenal, they're Lille. Got a bit confused. We've got Noble in goal, as we knew. Baldwin and Gabriel playing as our centre-backs. Dodo's back on the right with Saka on the left and Kalara in the middle. We've got Charles and Guendouzi in the middle. And then Thiago's playing the more reserve role with Flores and Abraham either side. It did just bring me up a message saying that Thiago hasn't scored in 8 games. But he's also got, 7 assists in 7 starts. 2 goals. And then he's only got an XG of 2, so he's doing what I expect from him and more with his assists. So he's also helping Abraham and Flores because their goals have shot up since I've joined, which is brilliant. Should we have a little look, shall we? Because I think, if I remember right, God, we've gone back far. Oh, well, there you go, alone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 goals from Abraham since we joined. And he's currently on 16, so we only had 3 prior to our join. So he's definitely picked up. And I'm going to attribute some of that to Thiago as well. A little bit of funniness, should we say. There was a player called Robert Knox. He has been an international with Northern Ireland for a while. Played 5 Nations League matches, but apparently I was able to poach him. So obviously I've done exactly that. And he's now our new centre-back, even though he's quite clearly played competitive matches already for Northern Ireland, but I don't think the game cares about that. And it's always funny to weaken one of your rivals. We'll tell them not to get complacent, even though we're not actually in any position to be complacent, but apparently I'm telling them not to do it. Form's going a little bit ropey at the moment, but I think we can drag that back. Yeah, we'll beat them. That's what we'll do. We'll do it now. We've gone up to positive as well from balance, because I think balanced works against the likes of Man U, Chelsea, Man City's, but maybe not your Tottenhams and your Lille's, especially at home. So we'll see. We were obviously having the better of the game already, but we haven't scored, which is the main thing. We need to get at least 2 for me to feel comfortable with only having 1 away goal. But I don't know. Do we go more attacking? I'm going to go work the ball again, because between the last 2 games we've had 23 shots and 2 on target, so it's not ideal. We've obviously dominated the game, but we're not doing anything with it. Which isn't what I want. I can't tell Kalar that he's not playing bad. We'll leave the rest, because everyone else seems motivated. Just Kalar's nervous for some reason. If needs be, I can push Baldwin up and take Kalar off. So we'll go with the shout, Smalling Courage. That's upset them all. How dare I encourage them? We're going attacking. I'm going to regret it. Okay, Thiago's putting the ball in. Baldwin. Oh, the goal is brought down. So BH has got it for them. He's going to just lump that upfield, isn't he? Good head. Well done, Dodo's brought it down. Kalar to Baldwin. Through to Guendouzi in the middle. Thiago through to Flores. And he's put it in the corner. Is it offside? No, it's not. Fantastic. This is what I'm happy about from Thiago. He plays them balls and they're brilliant. I'm really not concerned that he's not scoring. Just not. Because we're scoring. Look at that. Beautiful. So we'll skip that. We'll drop back down now to positive. There's no point in going lower. Now we'll praise them. Hopefully we'll get the green faces. Oh, look at them all. They're all over the moon. They're all single-minded after their feedback. I don't know what impact that has on their play. I'm not sure it does. But they're all single-minded. You try and give them two minds. Oh, they'll be livid. Jamie Charles he's not performing very well at all, got to be honest. I think if someone comes in for him, I'm not going to be particularly upset. He's all right. He's our best player, but he's just not performing for me. It might just be the way that he just doesn't work with my tactic, which is fine. How was that being given to our Eagle? How was that happen? And the worst thing is took the assist off Thiago. I can only assume that Crisante has tried to clear it and kicked it against him. He must have done. I don't know. What we can do. I know no one wants to watch all this. Maybe we do. Who knows? We will go there. We will reverse the angle and then we'll watch it again. No, we won't because I'm in highlights. We'll go. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Replay camera. That's what we wanted. We'll go vertical scrolling. This will give us a better angle. So what happens here then? So it hits the post, rolls all the way across, and their guy lumps it against the post. Yep, Eagles goal. I'll take it. It's fine. We'll sort our replay camera back out. Director. Thiago's popped it in. Gabriel, just wide. There's still quite a lot of transfers that I want to make and I need to make, I think, but it's definitely moving in the right direction already, I think. There's a few upsetting results and we're nowhere near the calibre of the good teams in the league. That's evident from the times we played them. I'm just going to have to take the 5-0 against Man City as a complete fluke because we played Tottenham and the game was boring and nothing happened. We played Chelsea and they just outclassed us. We played Man U and they thrashed us. I'm not sure we've played any of the other stronger teams, really. I'm trying to think who they are. Liverpool. They were our first game. They beat us 1-0. So, it's not going bad. It's just not going good. But we work the ball into box on. And instead of being 5-1, it finished 20-4, which is an exact multiple of that. So it didn't help in the slightest, which is helpful. But no, we've gone through, which is exactly what we wanted. I'm pleased with their effort. I'm pleased with your efforts in the final third that secured us that win. Thiago's so motivated. Of course you are, lad. Of course you are. We'll come back for the draw, because I'm pretty sure that should be in the next day or so. So, in the hat for the quarterfinals, we have Mainz, Atalanta, Leipzig, Benfica, Tottenham, Real Betis, and Atletico Madrid. Was not a good round for the French people, because they've all been kicked out. Lyon and Lille, I believe. There may have been a third, but I can't remember. Mönchengladbach did get knocked out to Atalanta. I think it was like 1-0 by away goals. Do you know what? We can have a look. Lyon and Lille. Obviously, we played Lille. Oh, and Monaco. Yeah, they all went out. And they lost 2-2 on away goals, did Mönchengladbach. So we'll skip through this, and then we also have the draw for the semi-finals as well. So ideally, we want this one, because this seems to me the easiest team in the hat. We didn't get it. I thought it clicked, and then does that delay. It turns out I just hadn't clicked it. Benfica? Oh no, none of these. Atalanta at a choice, but we've got them. This is a big one. They're the two strongest teams, I'd say, other than ourselves, obviously. So we've got Atalanta in the quarters. And then should we get through that, we'll then play in the semis. Tottenham or Atletico Madrid, meaning that it will be Benfica, Betis, Mainz, or Leipzig in the final from the other side. So for the Fulham game now, we're going to start with Achelio Lopez in goal, Lovato and Gabriel as our centre-backs, Baldwin in the holding mid-role, with Herrera and Saka either side. We've then got Joe Samara and Guendouzi in the middle, with Spruit and Abraham either side of Flores. Mostly because Thiago and Dodo are both a bit unfit at the moment, so thought we'd give them a little bit of a rest. Table-wise, it looks as follows. We're up to 12th now. With a win in this game, it can take us up to 12th. So, no movement whatsoever. But it would give us a little bit of breathing space against Newcastle, which is the main thing that we're looking at. Scorer-wise, Gori's smashing it, which is it's nice to see a Villa player up there. Tammy Abraham's just off it. Well, I'll say he's just off second, third, but he's quite a few goals behind that. But he's doing very good since we've come back. So if it had been on that for the start, I think he'd definitely been challenging Gori for top scorer. But hopefully we'll get him up there in the last few games. So we have the Fulham team here. Calvin Phillips, as we're aware. There's no one really, anyone that we're concerned of. Robert Knox is the guy that I referenced at the start of the Lille game. He's that centre-back. Other than that, there's not really much to be concerned about. But it's just whether they can actually make anything of the team, which is what we're looking for the most. We're going to go attacking because we're against the weaker opponent. Just try and smash through a goal through him, really. But Spruit's taking it down the right wing for us. Crossed it in. Abraham, there he is. 17th of the season. Lovely to see. The nice run was pretty basic goal, really. Just get over there, get it back onto his left, put it in. Abraham nods it in. Happy days. Knox misses the header, which isn't a good sign for me, but I'll just pretend I didn't see that. Is there anyone on their bench that we want to have a look at? Camille Muir? No one really. Oh, it's a handball. I thought the goalie just let that go in then. I'm not sure why that was a handball because he is under zero pressure. But I'm obviously, I'm just not going to argue it, am I? I think Tammy should be taking the penalty then. Peter Banks. What's he going to do? Is he going to book him? No, he's run past him. Who's the guy that did it then? It must have been for a push then. No, he did book him. He just ran straight past him. He just ignored his existence. Tammy, good finish. Well done. 18 of the season now. 16th in the league, so it has him 2 behind the other goal scorers. We'll praise the team as a whole, going in 2 goals to the good, providing we hold it till half time, which I'd expect we should. So yeah, it's a good start. We're not going to thrash, we'll just go hands in hips and we'll go, you're playing well, but I know you're capable of better. And nobody cares, which is always helpful. Stan is nervous. Not sure why. She kind of is, but just learn to accept it. Have we got anyone on the bench? Ellis Brown I might bring on. Well, just brought Robbie Marks up again then. Yeah, we'll make sub now. So we'll take Stan off. We'll swap these two around. We'll put Ellis out on the left. Might put... No, we'll leave Thiago off. We will bring off Joe Samar. I'll leave him on because Guendouzi's the one that's looking really tired. Why would it recommend me to bring... Oh, do you know what? Let's do that. We'll bring Thiago on. There we go. Everyone's happy now. We'll praise him again. Green faces. Lovely to see. Saka for Montoya. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll drop down to just positive. There's no point in being attacking anymore. The game's kind of done now. I've got Dave Jones. I can only assume he's not the former Cardiff manager. Who knows? Could very well be. Could fancy his sticking his boots on again and lacing them up. pretty aggressive back pass there. He had time, but that's fine. Oh, our left back's been caught in no man's land there, isn't he? Where is he? Is this him? I don't even know where he. As Montoya had his pace, I think he may very well have done. Because that wasn't a penalty. Don't worry about it. I get, as soon as a player gives away a penalty, it really winds me up. Is he? Oh no, it was a good sliding tackle on Tammy Abraham then. Hey, well done, Ellis. Good assist from Montoya as well. What a player. I never drop him. They're very boring building there. Ooh. He had a shot and Brown goes, I have a bit of that. Just nods it in the corner. Happy days. So, this, as we know, took us up to 12. Didn't do anything, but it's helping our goal difference and it's getting us a little bit closer to Leicester and the teams up in the top 10. Lovato is walking so slowly for that. He's not even that tired, look. He just wasn't feeling it, which is helpful. Where's Montoya going now? I think he's annoyed that I questioned him. It appears that way. I'll question him more often if he's going to be doing that stuff. Joseph was the one that put the ball over, which is good ball. It's always nice. We've basically got 5 attackers now because this guy's getting involved as well. Yeah, there's her errors. So everyone just sprints forward and just leaves the 3 guys in the centre to cover up the mess. It's happy days. It's way forward. Well done, lads. Good win for us. So we'll have another little check at the table. We'll have a look at the fixtures and we'll see where we'll come back and who that's against, which we know is one of them is going to be Atalanta, their second leg. Just depends which way it lines before or after, really. But we're on 13 goal difference, which puts us equal with the teams pushing for Europe. So we've definitely helped. It's just that horrid start of the season that they had, but that's fine. It's good for me. I'm happy with that. My only concern being that the board aren't going to be happy because I got knocked out of the cup. I always click on the wrong ones there. Yeah, they're not important judging the EFL Cup because we'd already been knocked out. And they wanted to reach the quarterfinals and I got knocked out in the 3rd round. So that wasn't ideal. But they're happy with the Premier League and they're happy with our prediction to reach the final. I think, to be fair, we may struggle to reach the final. We may struggle to hit mid-table. I think we could be in with a risk of being sacked, which wouldn't be ideal. But that's part of the fun. Right. We are playing Atalanta. We've got Brighton or Wolves. I'm not sure which one I'll come back for. Probably Brighton, so we'll finish the episode with Atalanta, but who knows? If you've enjoyed that, then give me a like, subscribe, flick the bell. And if there's any sort of suggestions or anything, just pop it in the comments. And thank you for your time.